Hello, beautiful souls. I hope your day is going awesome. I wanted to share something that came to me today in a session. I'm in between clients right now, doing downtime, trying to catch up. I don't know if you can see my table right here. I got a client coming in just a bit. But anyways, y'all know that I'm trying to get better about just sharing as it comes. I used to have a friend that would say all the time, I'm just channeling. And that's the vibe I'm trying to get into. I'm just trying to channel. I'm just trying to share things with y'all that might change your life, as so many people in my life have done. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is one of the cheapest ways and one of the most priceless and valuable ways that you can reciprocate love, and that's through listening. That's it, simple listening. And I know it sounds super easy, but in the very early stages of when I was studying metaphysics, we studied something called active listening, and it's a big thing in psychology too. And it's a lot of times in life we listen only to respond. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we are already thinking of an answer before we even hear the whole proposal, the whole spiel, the whole thing. And a lot of times it can be very damaging to a lot of our relationships. It can be very damaging to ourselves because we don't get the whole picture. We just cut it off. And so what I would like for you to challenge yourself to do in your relationships, for yourself, for your loved ones, even when you're watching TV or reading a book, try to fully digest and intake and absorb a thought before you respond. One of my favorite teachers, Rashad, if you're watching this, Rashad, awesome listener, and he would literally take a breath anytime you asked him something. He would be like, and then respond. And a lot of people thought it was irregular or different, and I just our whole class that he taught, kind of adopted this, and we learned how to really take a step back. And that's something that I'm getting back into, is just active listening. One of my favorite things about what I do, about being a massage therapist, about you being a yoga teacher, about being an energy practitioner, is being able to listen to my clients. And what made me realize this today was a lot of my clients, a lot of people, a lot of loved ones from the young age have shared very personal things. And I'm that way too. Y'all know me. I started this YouTube platform because I'm an open book. And I think more people should be open books. We can have boundaries, but being an open book and being vulnerable and surrendering, that takes a lot to be your authentic self. And so one of my favorite things, besides being able to help people with pain and holistic health, is what they share. And there's that saying, be gentle with people, because for everybody is battling a different battle. And that is so true. And there's been so many times in my life where I've just shared with friends, and some of the best advice I've gotten is, it might not get better, or I don't have anything to say to you, but I'm here for you. And so this is one of the most invaluable things that you can do for somebody you love, is just literally be there for them and literally absorb what they're saying and honor that they're sharing it with you. The saying namaste is, the light in me honors and sees the light in you. And I think that's a lovely exchange of just a simple word, but it's also such an interesting idea. It's just, hey, person, I see you there. I see you for what you are. I see you for what you're sharing. And I see you for everything that you're not sharing. And so every time I'm touched when a client, when a loved one, when somebody shares a deep, intimate story with me, something they don't have to share with me at all, and they share, and it just says a lot to me that, wow, this person feels safe. I need to honor this safe, this authentic exchange of energy, of dialect, of verbiage. And that's what I want more in the world of. I feel like if we all took a step back and really listened to each other instead of just spewing out things, which we're all guilty of, and believe me, I'm an extrovert, I know how that goes. And this was kind of a challenging thing for me to learn, and it is for a lot of people, which is just listening. Just listening. And somebody in one of my groups a while back said, if you can't improve the silence, you probably shouldn't say anything. And that is that is so true. Oftentimes, let me know down below, like, share, let me know if this resonates with you. Have you ever really just talked to fill space? I know a lot of times I'm a rambler. I mean, that's how these videos got started, is I'm a rambler. And oftentimes when I'm nervous or things like that, I just ramble. And it's like, it really took some dedication and some practices to put in place to really learn how to take a step back, Charlie, take a step back. You don't have to respond. You don't have to fill the space. You don't have to be the center of attention. You can just, there's nothing wrong with being a wallflower. Now, I will say, taking a step back and listening and never participating isn't also the right thing to do. There's no right or wrong ever. There's no good or bad. It's never that. It's kind of a gray area. But what I will say is, the whole point of exchanging, the whole point of relationships is to receive and then to share. And I think a lot of us can really employ the tool of listening. And then some of us who don't really share can really use that tool of sharing. So I hope you all have a great day, and like Mel Robbins always says, if nobody has told you today, I love you and I believe in your ability to change, and I see you, I'm hearing you, I'm listening to you, and I am so proud of you for putting forth the effort to be better than the person you were yesterday. If any of this resonates with you, as always, like, share, and subscribe. I love you all just because you are. Sat Nam.